When it comes to air-to-air combat, no missile on Earth is as iconic as the AIM-9 Sidewinder. It has seen service in many forms and adaptations for over 6 decades, and its continued development is as much a history lesson in jet-age air combat as anything else. Now, Raytheon and the Pentagon are quietly working at developing the next major capability leap for the Sidewinder that will take full advantage of many other developments that have been incorporated into the missile in recent years. As a result, the AIM-9X may finally morph into a missile that is made up of components that are all, or nearly all, different than those found on its predecessor, the AIM-9M. The AIM-9X Sidewinder missile is the most advanced infrared tracking, short-range, air-to-air, and surface-to-air missile in the world. It's configured for easy installation on a wide range of modern aircraft, including the F-15, F-16, FA-18, EA-18G, F-22, and F-35 fighters. Arguably, the biggest upgrade the Sidewinder had ever seen came in the form of the AIM-9X, which entered service in 2003 and brought with it major and long-in-the-works changes in capabilities, including high-off-bore sight targeting, thrust vectoring, and an advanced imaging infrared IIR seeker. Today's AIM-9X Block 2, also known as the AIM-9X2, which just entered service in 2015, offers another big leap in capability with its data link and lock-on after launch capabilities, among other improvements. These advances are, in addition to the missile's constantly improving software that makes the most out of its latest physical additions and enhancements. Just on August 29, 2019, Naval Air Systems Command announced its intention to negotiate a new deal with Raytheon to conduct continued software support, future software growth development, software improvements, trade studies, technical support, and risk reduction efforts, as well as perform trade studies and analysis to investigate and support future capabilities with regards to the AIM-9X. So it's clear that the AIM-9X is still very much a work in progress, with Block 3-like features on the way. The AIM-9X, as it sits today, is really more than a short-range dogfighting air-to-air missile. Under certain conditions, its imaging infrared seeker can see well beyond the distance it can actually travel. It's also adept at striking targets on the surface of the Earth as a secondary formal capability. With the addition of the data link on AIM-9X Block 2, the Sidewinder provides a lock-on after-launch capability, meaning it can be fired at an enemy without first locking its seeker onto the target. Lock-on after-launch capability is especially important for stealthy fighters with weapons bays, such as the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter. But it also provides more flexible targeting for fourth-generation fighters that mount their missiles externally. In addition, the networked AIM-9X is far smarter than its predecessor, and, paired with new software, its range is increased due to more intricate and specific flight models that the missile will employ depending on the tactical situation and data-linked telemetry updates from the aircraft it's launched from. Furthermore, the Block 2 AIM-9X allows for targeting of enemy aircraft, even if the target is outside of the range of its seeker. The fighter will feed the missile telemetry from its sensors, primarily its radar, but potentially also its passive electronic warfare suite, and soon, at least in some cases, its IRST, until it flies close enough to the target to lock on with its own seeker. The F-35, which has a sensor suite that can make uniquely potent use of the AIM-9X Block 2's lock-on after-launch capability, would also greatly benefit from a Sidewinder that features extra range, especially when it comes to hitting targets to the side or even behind the aircraft during dogfights. Also, longer-range Sidewinders carried externally would provide valuable BVR capability in addition to the 2 AIM-120s that can be carried internally at this time. Eventually, the F-35's internal AIM-120 carriage capability could increase to 6 missiles. But until the sidekick modification is actually fielded, the 4 missiles the jet can carry internally will remain something of a limitation. Carrying Sidewinders externally may trade some low observability for the stealth fighter, but it seems as if the latest iteration of the Sidewinder may actually include some stealthy features to help overcome this. As for any plans to migrate the AIM-9X into the F-35's weapons bays, there's no word on this that we know of, but it seems highly logical. If and when Sidekick is deployed, being able to carry 4 AIM-120s and a pair of AIM-9X Block 2s internally would substantially add to the jet's full-up stealth air-to-air combat flexibility. What remains unclear is when the new motor might get integrated into the AIM-9X Block 2 Plus configuration, and if it will also come with the changes to the missile's warhead and other improvements to the missile. It is very possible that when the Navy decided to shelve the full Block 3 upgrade program, it decided to spiral the individual improvements into smaller updates. With the new data link capability, integrating a new motor should have become a more pressing and logical next step. As recently as 2019, budget documents show that this and other improvements are still in development. So exactly when they might arrive, and if they will come as a complete package or appear piecemeal remains to be seen. But regardless, with this latest contracting announcement posted, we'll probably see a longer range, fully modernized, and more deadly Sidewinder sooner rather than later.